The world is watching as one city dares to challenge a powerful leader. A bold voice rises in New York, sparking hope and fury. What's behind this seismic moment? In December 2024, a New York politician sent shockwaves across the globe with a single sentence. Zohran Mamdani, a 33-year-old Democratic candidate for mayor, declared that if Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's prime minister, sets foot in New York City, he would be arrested. Yes, you heard that right. Mamdani, now the Democratic nominee after winning the primary on June 25, 2025, isn't just talking about welcoming a foreign leader. He's promising to hold one accountable for alleged crimes against humanity. This isn't just a soundbite. Mamdani's pledge is rooted in the International Criminal Court's bombshell move in November 2024, when it issued an arrest warrant for Netanyahu. The charges: war crimes and crimes against humanity tied to Israel's devastating actions in Gaza. Over 40,000 Palestinians have been killed since October 2023, according to Gaza health officials, with entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble. The ICC says Netanyahu bears responsibility for policies that starved civilians and targeted densely populated areas. Mamdani, a fierce advocate for Palestinian rights, sees New York as a city that can stand up for justice. He said, "Our values align with international law. It's time our actions do, too." Let's be clear. Mamdani's stance is a direct challenge to the United States' ironclad support for Israel. The U.S. isn't part of the ICC and even slapped sanctions on the court in February 2025, with President Trump calling the warrant a witch hunt. But Mamdani isn't backing down. He's tapping into a growing global movement demanding accountability. From protests in London to rallies in New York's own streets, people are fed up with leaders dodging responsibility. On social media, voices like at Sparta Justice are cheering Mamdani, calling him a hero for taking on Netanyahu when world powers won't. Now, let's talk about the firestorm. Critics are losing their minds. Trump called Mamdani a communist lunatic. Politicians like Elise Stefanik have thrown around accusations of anti-Semitism, trying to paint his stance as hate. But Mamdani, who's worked with Jewish allies like Brad Lander, is crystal clear. This isn't about religion. It's about holding a leader accountable for documented atrocities. He's even spoken at synagogues, doubling down on his commitment to international law while rejecting claims of bias. The backlash only proves how scared the establishment is of someone daring to question Israel's untouchable status in American politics. Here's the reality. A mayor can't legally arrest a foreign leader. Netanyahu would likely be shielded by diplomatic immunity and federal protection. But that's not the point. Mamdani's words are a spark, igniting a conversation about America's complicity in shielding Israel's actions. Every year, the U.S. sends billions in aid to Israel. No questions asked. Mamdani's pledge forces us to ask, why are we protecting someone accused of such grave violations? Why does the U.S. ignore the cries of Palestinians buried under the rubble? This moment is bigger than one man or one city. It's a call to action for everyone who believes justice shouldn't stop at borders. Mamdani's victory in the Democratic primary shows that New Yorkers are hungry for leaders who will stand up to power, not bow to it. As he faces Mayor Eric Adams and Republican Curtis Sliwa in November 2025, his message is resonating with those who want change. So, what can you do? Amplify this story. Share Mamdani's words on social media. Join the millions demanding accountability for Palestine. The world is watching New York, and New York is watching you. Will you stand with justice, or stay silent while the powerful play by their own rules? Drop a comment with your thoughts, and let's keep this fire burning.